Hey guys, welcome to today's Battle of the Foundation. Well, today we're going to be trying out the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. This costs $44. It comes in 40 different shades, and you get 1.18 fluid ounces of this. Now, this is a plastic tube. It does not have a pump. It has a squeeze on the top. I've squeezed it out just to make sure that it's the right color, and we'll see how it performs. Right now I only have my peach color correcting on underneath my eyes because we're also going to try out the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. So I picked this up in the color 330 and it looks kind of light, actually really light now that I have it home. So I'm going to use just a tiny bit of this underneath my eyes before we go in with foundation. That'll brighten me up. And while I'm tapping this out, let me kind of read a little bit about what the Cover FX says. So this is supposed to be sweat-proof, waterproof, transfer-proof, and all-day wear, and holy cow, is that white. Their shade system is based on your undertone as well. So they basically have 4 different undertones. So if you have light, then the shades are 0 to 20. Medium is 25 to 40. Sorry, pause for this. That's good. And then medium is 50 to 85, and then deep is 90 to 125. If your letter that it starts with a P, as in mine, which by the way, I guess I should have told you that, I'm in the color P30, then that's for pink undertone, and that's for a rosy, cooler hue to the skin. If it starts with N, that's neutral, so you have equal parts of both pink and golden, and then G is for golden. So hopefully that'll help you find your right color. I really like that a lot, so that's pretty darn good. Curious to see how it does when I apply it over the top of my makeup today. So since this has a squeeze tube, I'm going to squeeze it out on something, and as always, I will use a sponge on one side and a brush on the other, and we'll see which one looks the best. I did not bring my palette in here, so I'll go to my backup. I just have just a little jar thing, and I'll use the lid on that. So let's squeeze this out. I'll show you how it looks. So it's a thicker formula, not super thick and not super runny. So let's start with the brush, or the sponge side. Grab a little bit. Ooh. It's looking really good so far. I'm just picking up a tiny bit at a time. See, this is full coverage. Did it say? It's got medium to full coverage. Oops, totally missed. Okay. It says that the Power Play Foundation has buildable medium to full coverage with a modern matte finish. It's loaded with a trio of ultra-fine powders that control shine and visibly blur imperfections. So for you oily skin girls, that sounds pretty good. I'm literally just picking up the tiniest little drop at a time. I'm not sure how full coverage this is, and this is definitely a good covering one. Just realized I totally forgot to put on primer. Totally forgot. And I don't want to start over. So we'll just keep going on, and I'll keep that in mind at the end of my review. That looks darn good. Really good. Okay, let's try the brush side. Go in with my Eco Tools one. I think this brush is just too stiff for this foundation. Or it could be because I don't have a primer on. Let me switch over to my Morphe G6 brush and see if that works any better. Not that I like the brush side at all. I think this is too matte and with the powder in it. I think it's not doing good with the brush at all. No, I don't like it with the brush. So quickly go over that with my sponge. It also dries fairly fast. Okay, I'm going to go back in and do a little bit more with the sponge, just in a couple little areas, see if I can build this up. Wow, it's looking this good without primer. I wonder how good it's going to look with primer. I also feel like this is going to be one that's going to dry down completely. Okay, I want to take this down my neck, so I'm going to squeeze out just a little bit more. All right, this is still a little tacky. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and we'll see if it completely dries down. All right, I am back, and ooh, this has dried down pretty well. It's still got some areas that are tacky. It's only been a couple minutes, so I think if I let it sit for long enough, it would look really, really good. Kind of tapping it out here in my smile lines. Okay, let's go in with this concealer on top of the foundation, and yeah, I'm going to be just a little light under there today. Let's just do that much and see how that works out. That looks really, 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 really nice. Just kind of take that all down the center of my face, just to kind of lighten everything up all over. So while I still have it here, let me go ahead and powder, and then that way we can see how everything looks. And I'm just going to do my under eyes right now. We'll see how everything looks powdered. So I am going in with my Joa Beauty Selfie Ready powder that I always use because I love it. I'm just taking the tiniest little bit. Because in reality, I think more what I'm doing is setting the concealer, not so much the foundation. That looks really pretty. I'm going to zoom you in and show you close up how everything is looking. All right, I've got you all zoomed in. So I guess I don't have a brush and a sponge side since I switched over to the sponge. But I just want to see close up. Now I am getting some pores showing here, but that's usually an area I go in with my Tarte Clean Slate pore primer, and that would take care of this for sure. It's lightly settling right in here, looking really good on my forehead. So, and even the concealer where I set that, I think that looks great too. So let me finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm done with all of my makeup, so everything I have on my face right now, I will leave down below in the description box for you guys as well. So let's talk about this foundation. It looks so good. And I mean so good. You know, my pores are showing just a little bit, but again, that's because I forgot to put primer on, but it's not sinking into any lines or anything. I just think it looks beautiful. It's beautiful. I love the way it feels. I did go in and just very, very, very lightly powdered my whole face because I always do that in my foundation videos. I treat each foundation the same as far as the tools that I use, the products I put on, like my primers and my powders. I just do everything the same. But you could get away with not powdering this one for sure. And I think it looks stunning. I did go in with my Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Setting Spray. I didn't even stop and think about how matte this was, but this just added a teeny bit of luminosity to my skin on top of that, so I think that looks really, really good. Yeah, it's definitely going to be transfer resistant. I don't really have a chance to test it out as far as being sweat proof or waterproof because it's cold outside right now. So, but it does feel like it's one of those foundations that would be just that. So I will leave another comment in my description box letting you know how this wore throughout the day. And I think that's kind of a wrap up. Oh, concealer too. Good Lord, I love the concealer. That's a good one. I'll have to go get my correct shade. But I'll probably keep that light one just in case for days where I need just a little bit of extra oomph to my face. You know what I mean? Alright guys, before we go, I want to ask you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure that you do that. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and if you have any comments, questions, concerns, advice you want to give me, just say, hi Karen. Do that below as well, because I love hearing from you guys. So until next time, love you all, and bye-bye.